Okay, so morning Downs Crediton members and golfers. Today we're out on the practice ground. I'm just hitting a few shots. It's early in the morning before I start work. So I just thought I'd check in for a little chat. Just running through my sort of normal warm-up routine if I was playing in a competition, or even if I was just practicing. I tend to like swinging one-handed, just to give me a sensation of what I feel of the weight of the club. Just sort of trying to get in, I don't know, in a feel, a sense of how I can let this club swing and how the movement of my body just basically supports the swinging of that club. Not trying to get distance, just trying to get a feel for the golf club. We've had a good week at the club, had some good competitions. The course is looking fantastic. If you haven't been out, you should get out here if time allows and play our wonderful course, because the greens, the whole setup is looking brilliant and you're sure to have a good game. We had our third Open of the year, the Curtin Pairs. Great format competition, foursomes in the morning, better ball in the afternoon, and club members Ben Marchant and Michael White, they dominated it, winning by a clear 7 points. So congratulations to those boys for a great result and great success. We also, Stacey Ford, who's been a member of the club before, has rejoined recently, and it's great to see her back and playing some great golf. She won or had the best gross score for the ladies' spring meeting, a great round of 79. So great to see Stacey back, and congratulations on a great score. I just love the feel of this drill. It just gives me great sense of the weight of the club, the swinging motion. If I try and force it for distance, I'm going to throw it all over the place, and I'm just not going to probably even strike the golf ball, certainly not as cleanly as allowing the weight of the club. Obviously, a sense of it is that it just falls on the ball. I know there's a lot more going on than that, but it just feels that I'm in complete unison with this golf club and have a sense of the swinging of it. It's an exercise worth trying. You will struggle probably, I'm not saying you definitely will, but you'll probably struggle to get club on ball, get any consistency of strike, but again, it's just a great exercise. You keep doing it regularly enough, and you'll start to get a feeling of how you can swing that golf club to get club on ball. Again, a great exercise. I'm always constantly talking to people about, developing that skill of landing the club in the same place time and time again. And this is just a great way of feeling how you're going to sort of coordinate maybe the centres and the swinging of the club to allow myself to hit the ground in the same place time and time again. If I sort of try and swing back, moving away, there's every chance I'm going to thump the ground back here, or try and miss the ground back here and come and top the ball. So maybe an exercise is worth doing. Just another, obviously time is not easy, and swinging, and in reality doing something more often, if you can say that, is going to help doing it. So I must admit, at times, to the annoyance of my wife, I do tend to have a little short golf club around the house at home, and by our back door I have a golf club that's always sat there, so it sort of encourages me. I suppose it's my addiction in a way. If I see a golf club, I can't help pick it up, sort of get a sense of the club head, the weight, and just want to swing it in some way. So at home, there's, like I say, there's a little club around the house, so if I'm watching telly or something and I think I can get away with it, then I'll be swinging that short club at home, whether it's one-handed. I'll be by the back door, I'll go out in the garden and just have a few swings. So although in reality I don't really play much golf nowadays, I am always, every day I'm picking a golf club, every day I'm swinging and just trying to get as familiar and at one with this tool, this implement, to play as good a golf as I possibly can. See what I'm like with two hands on it? Probably awful at that. Obviously when I'm warming up, it tends to all be about rhythm and balance. Obviously not forcing it too quickly. There's Sean, good morning Sean. So yeah, not about forcing it too much, just trying to feel the weight of the club, feel the rhythm, get my body warmed up, to get a sense of what the day's going to bring on the golf course. And I must admit, when I play in competitions, I've got my 50-degree wedge here, when I warm up before a competition, sometimes I don't even go beyond this golf club, because I'm really only just warming my body up, trying to get a sense of the swinging motion, coordinating it. So I don't really want to hit any shots particularly where it might go a bit left or right, a bit thin, and then I sort of, if you can't help it, sometimes going into a fixing mode just before you're just about to play. To some degree, you've got what you've got for that day, so all we're doing before we go and play is just sort of warming ourselves up, trying to get a sense of the body being ready to play golf, and not trying to start throwing curveballs about, oh crikey, that one went off to the right, should I start filling with a grip? Probably not the time to do it before you play in any sort of golf. If it wasn't before a competition, the other thing I like about this drill of swinging one-handed is beginning just to get a bit more awareness, a real sense of the club face. I think sometimes with two hands, when they're all fighting against each other, an awareness of where this club face is can be lost. But when there's two and you're just letting the weight of the club swing, a bit like a tennis racket, you know, in one hand, there's a real awareness of the club face and where that ball's got to go. And again, sometimes I think with this swinging of nice and rhythmical and smooth, we can get a real sense and aware of club face and begin to get quite adept at hitting in different places if we choose to. There we go. So there we go, it was nice to have a little chat. It's probably about 7:45 now, so I better pick these balls up and go and start work. But maybe something for you to have a little play with. Two things there. One-handed swings. get a sense of feeling how the swinging of the club, the weight of the club, and how my body supports it. It turns to get out of the way, to allow myself to swing it back. My body gets out of the way for room, and then it gets out of the way again to throw that club in that direction. And again, we can't heave it, we can't force it, we just got to swing with it. And two, maybe just to try and swing a golf club, don't have to be hitting the ball more often. Have a golf club around your house in a position that you see it and maybe encourages you to pick it up. So rather than the only time you play is when you're out on the golf course, maybe seeing a golf club around the house, you'll have a couple of swings in your living room or one by the back door you're taking outside, and just have a few swings, working on maybe one-handed swings or your awareness of where you're hitting the ground and how your body can move to enhance that feeling. So there's a couple of thoughts to give it a thought. I'm going to pick these up and start work, and I'll see you soon, and keep swinging.